Yo, what's good, man? This your boy, Wave Chapelle, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with No Plays, Miss TV. Shit, I ain't missed a play all year. Feel me?
Yeah, hey, look, hey, I'm too good to fold, I'm too great to wait, I'm too blessed to stress, I'm too strong to break, I'm too lit to quit. Don't tell me I can't, I'm too on the field, this the new wave,
Yeah,
yeah.
Chapelle, you know what I'm saying? Young King from the north side of Milwaukee, man. You know, I'm repping 414 all day, man. For a while, I was going by, when I first started, I was going by Astro. And, you know, my rap style is just, it's a bit different. It's kind of classical form of rapping, you know what I'm saying? Traditional bars and all that. So my guys, they be like, man, you just got a wavy style, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wavy. So then I start calling myself Wave. And, you know, one of my favorite shows all time, I feel like it's one of the things that kind of shaped me as a kid, I guess, growing up, was Dave Chappelle show. So Wave, Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, I was like, light bulb moment, you know what I'm saying? I was always a writer, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote creative stories and stuff like that as a little kid. My mom made sure I was always around music and stuff like that. And I specifically remember wanting to be a rapper in 4th grade. Kanye dropped College Dropout, you know what I'm saying? My mom was riding to it. After school, I took the CD out of her car. I was bumping it in the little CD player or whatever, in the headphones. And he got this song called Keys to the Rock on there where he explained his whole story, how he became a rapper. So I was like, shit, after that, I was like, man, I think I want to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was writing poems at first, and I was like, man, I'm going to turn these into raps. So.
But I know your pops was a famous Milwaukee rapper.
Yeah.
We go by the name of Do It to Death, right? Did he influence your career at any point?
Not directly. I wouldn't say like that's the reason I wanted to become a rapper. It was definitely you know, I didn't grow up with him, so I didn't really get to see that whole, you know, I wasn't a part of it, but I was aware of it. So that it was dope, you know what I'm saying? Dope to see him,
That
you know,
out like that.
do his thing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wouldn't say that's directly why I wanted to become a rapper. I feel like it just kind of happened naturally, and it just ironically played out that we, you know, both ended up rapping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So from my understanding, he managed you last. Is he still your management?
Nah, I'm pretty much doing everything on my own. He did help me out when I was starting out with the whole Wave Chapelle thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was around for that when it first started, and now pretty much got everything in my own hands.
So y'all didn't grow up together.
No, I was raised by my mom. Shout out my moms too, man. Shout out my mom. She really she the reason I'm here today, man. She really held it down for me like all my life. So yeah.
How you end up incorporating pops into your situation, like considering the fact that moms raised you?
So once I graduated from Mesmer, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Mesmer High, you feel me? All my alumni, man, what it is, class 2012. I graduated high school, and then I was kicking it for a little bit here. And, you know, my mom's really wanted me to go to school, like, real bad. And she wanted me to, you know, have somewhere else to go other than Milwaukee. So, at the time, my pops was living in Memphis. And I reached out to, he reached out to me and was like, man, you should really, let's, you know, try to rebuild our relationship. And I also want you to come out here for school. And so, yeah, I ended up going to Lemoyne for a little bit. So I thought it was cool because it really gave me a chance to, I guess, rebuild, or not rebuild, or just build a relationship with my pops, because like I said, I didn't grow up with him, so it was like my first time to really be around. And we both rock with music, so it was like, it just made sense. Like, you know, I want to do music. I know you've done music, so we bond through that.
Where you from in Milwaukee?
Man, north side, man. So I moved around, you know what I'm saying? That's why I just say the north side in general. It's not a specific street, but to be specific, man, I stayed around 43rd and Villa, like right across the street from Onyx, where the train tracks is. Also, my grandparents, they've been around Hampton like my whole life, so I've been around there. And yeah, man, shout out to the homies on Uptown, man. You know what I'm saying? We kick it around Uptown all the time. So shout out to whole Milwaukee, but that's where I'm from specifically Northside. I wasn't really into the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, all my older homies around me, they was into the streets, and they knew I was an artist, so they wanted to keep me out of that. So as a solo artist, the buzz started when I went to college.
As a solo artist?
Yeah.
So was you a part of the group or something?
Yeah. So before I moved to Memphis, I was a part of a group called Be Right. Be Right ended up turning into Blue Lemon. And like, man, we was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? We got awards. We got Shepherd Express Awards and all that. I feel like we definitely helped create the culture, the music culture in the city. So, you know, we did our thing. And, you know, downplay that. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what helped me grow into an artist, to become a solo artist. So
type shit. Who's all a part of that group?
It's my guy Satori. It's my brother Seven. You know what I'm saying?
I had came across some old videos, and I think
Yeah.
I seen you like, was it battle rapping or freestyling?
Oh, yeah.
You was with Munch McLaurin or something like that.
Yeah, man. I was battle rapping, man. That was my thing in high school. Like before I was even, you know, writing songs and stuff, I was always a spitter. I was always battling, you know what I'm saying? Going to the Miramar and just battling it out.
What song was it that you dropped that first got you that, like, that buzz you was looking for, like that just set you apart from the next motherfucker?
I would say Soul Food and Hennessy. There's a song I dropped back in 2014 called Soul Food and Hennessy. It was one of my first songs is Wave Chapelle. And man, it really just defined my sound. It defined who I was as an artist, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like ever since then, people started to really take into that and set me apart from like what these guys are doing to, you know, what I'm doing over here. The Soul Food and Hennessy is really describing the sound.
Gotcha.
So it's how you feel when you have Soul Food and Hennessy.
Gotcha.
Like if you go out to a family dinner or y'all at the park doing a barbecue or something, like you feel real soulful, like you're around family, you feel good.
How has the Milwaukee scene or the city of Milwaukee influenced you as an artist?
Man, just teach me. The city of Milwaukee really taught me how to hustle. How to grind. We gotta work. You know what I'm saying? We in a city it wasn't big. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you do, you gotta go hard, like 110%. I feel like the city just got a vibe to it that reflects in my music. You know what I'm saying? It's a gritty feel. So it really definitely reflect on the way that I rap. You know what I'm saying?
For the people who don't know, can you explain the Milwaukee culture and what it means to you?
Yeah.
For the people who's unfamiliar with the city.
Yeah, I feel like the Milwaukee culture to me is like you know, you got a couple different cultures with like so for the most part it's creative, you know what I'm saying? We're definitely creative. You got the people that dance, you know, we got so many dance. Like when I was in high school there was a thing called banging that was huge, you know what I'm saying? I personally wasn't good at it, but I love to watch it. I love to be around it while it's going on. So that's one of the things that resonate with me. We are definitely creative and cultured. Like if you go to the east side, like River West and stuff like that, you find all these different murals and painters and photographers. So I definitely feel like the city is very cultured and with artists, like really good artists. Every time I see anybody do anything in the city, it inspires me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we are connected. You know what I'm saying? We all from Milwaukee. So if I see this dude shine, that inspires me to go be great. You know what I'm saying? If I see this photographer get on a certain platform, or you know what I'm saying, anybody that does something from the city, it helps me out by inspiring me. So when we do collab songs, of course we're like trading off fans and stuff like that. So yeah, I would agree that helps you, you know, build up to another level. You know, I dropped my mixtape. It was called It'll All Make Sense Soon. And you know, I got a lot of buzz in Memphis. Like I said, I was so different. Like my sound was totally different from anybody else. So everybody was gravitating towards it. And I did a couple shows too. Next thing I know, second semester's coming around for school. I'm contemplating dropping out, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was at this wing spot called Ching's. Shout out to Ching's, man. You know what I'm saying?
They got the best wings.
Yes, best wings. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Miss Jackson. Shout out Ching's. I was sitting there. I was eating with my team. You know what I'm saying? And my phone vibrate, and it was a direct message from Gotti, and he was like, "Man, hit my line, whatever." I'm tripping out. I'm like, "Oh, it was so random, bro. I never heard from him ever prior to that." You know what I'm saying? And he hit me on Twitter, so I respond back. You know, I'm like, "Okay, bet." You know, I'm finna call him. Walk outside, call him. He said, "Yo, I want to meet you. You know what I'm saying? However I can help, I want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? I rock with what you do. I see you popping in my city, so you know, why not?" So I signed to him for like 2 projects. You know, he really just wanted to help. You know, he wasn't trying to lock me down in no type of situation or nothing like that. He's like, any way I can help, I want to help. So, you know, we went on tour together. We worked on songs together. I did some writing here and there. You know, it was dope. It's a dope situation.
It's young way they used to treat me like a nobody. Now I'm starting with my big homie, yo, Gotti. I'm starting now, you still sitting up on them benches. I'm in the game 4th and inches next to the king of Memphis. And I got that flame that I never have to rekindle.
Was that something did you want to be a part of, like longevity, or did you know that was going to be temporary?
I kind of figured that it was It was something temporary, just because I know the type of artist I am. Like, I wanted to, I just knew that I wanted to learn and then go on and like build my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he knew that too, and he respected it. So it was all good. It's all love. Currently, I am not signed, man. I'm independent. I'm out here. Shout out to all the independent artists getting it in, man. We out here. My deal was up, you know what I'm saying? It was time for me to do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And like, it was one of those things where me and him both understood that I would function better, like, on my own, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, I taught you all these things, you know what I'm saying? I took you around, now you understand the game. Now, now you can take the wheel, you know what I'm saying, to your own ship and drive it. So
Heard you.
If anybody got a misinterpretation of the situation, it did not end bad. You know what I'm saying? We all good. There's no beef. Chapelle didn't get dropped or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We just, we decided to respectfully go this way, he go that way. But we both still going up, so it's all good. It's all love.
How many mixtapes did you release so far? And what are they?
It'll all make sense soon. Only the beginning. W, which is super lit. And then I just recently dropped It'll All Make Sense Soon too, so that's out right now. I wouldn't call myself a Milwaukee rapper. I would say I'm a rapper from Milwaukee. It's a rapper named Chip the Ripper, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Chip the Ripper. He said, man, you ain't from the hood if you ain't never been robbed. You know what I'm saying? And even though that might be a little stretch, you know what I'm saying? It's almost true. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely been robbed before. You know what I'm saying? As a youngin' walking through the hood, you know what I'm saying? Coming from school, I feel like that's just the nature of being from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of it, unfortunately. But
Do you feel like leaving Milwaukee helped you grow as an artist and as a person?
Definitely, man. I feel like, yeah, leaving your city in general. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make it seem like Milwaukee is the reason I left, but I feel like you have to expand as an artist. The more you expand, just seeing different things, being in different environments, that helps you develop as an artist and as a person. So definitely, man, I feel like leaving the city and bouncing around so many places definitely helped me and expand my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know they say like cities like Atlanta, they're helping each other. Do you feel like Milwaukee is gravitating towards that, or are the people in the city helping each other at all? I
would say it's getting there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that it's perfect, but it's definitely getting there. I feel like we're all helping each other build a culture of supporting one another. Like I can get on camera and shout out Ish. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Web, like Webster X. Like those are my guys, and I feel like it's more artists too. Like the list goes on. But I feel like as a collective, we help build each other up. You know what I'm saying?
Windows tinted. Y'all niggas know who in it. Y'all niggas know who did it. Y'all niggas talk it, I live it. Y'all niggas talk it, I live it. Y'all trying to do it, I did it.
My image is real natural. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that I feel like I have to keep up. Like I don't envision myself as having like a image that I have to put on. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see me, I wear, I ain't gonna lie, like I rock with the thrift store, you know what I'm saying? I might shop at the thrift store. I might, everything with me ain't about, my whole image ain't about the flex, you know what I'm saying? So it's not hard for me to keep up. I don't necessarily buy 100 chains. I don't need designer belts and stuff like. Don't get me wrong, I like nice things, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely into nice stuff, but it's not something that I need to have for my image.
For you.
Yeah.
You feel like social media played a big part in
Absolutely, yeah. I think that was one of my main points of attack when I was putting music out. SoundCloud, my Twitter, my Instagram and stuff like that. Like that's how I pretty much promoted my stuff. Like people rock with me in real life, but as far as like becoming a huge deal, you know what I'm saying? Like going viral is important, man.
Explain to me how it was working with Gotti in the studio. Like, how's his work ethic? Like,
oh man, crazy, bro, crazy. Like that's one of the things that I learned from Gotti. Like, you know what I'm saying? How he approached, making songs and stuff in general is like, he just go in, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's no games. You can't. It's like he don't surround himself with a lot of BS. You know what I'm saying? He just go in. He got the engineer, got the beats, you know what I'm saying? Just going in. Most of the time it's no pen, he's going in. Now me, I'm different. Like I like to write, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I do, like I write. But I've seen him go in for a whole from night till the morning, literally. Like we leaving and the sun in our eyes. One time we was in Miami, he had a club appearance at Live. We was recording before that. Then went, did the appearance, came back and recorded some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see him do that definitely made me want to, like, you know, turn it up some more. And so that's one of the reasons when I'm in the studio, man, like, I go in, I'm like, no nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Was it a hard transition for you on departure of the album? I mean, of the label. I'm sorry.
Nah, not at all, man. Cause like I said, man, I hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Like, before the situation and after, in the situation and after the situation, I approached music the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't hard for me to. I've put projects together on my own before. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's the same thing. I feel like some of the fans are like still confused. Some of them wanted that situation to go longer, but you know, but the majority of them, you know what I'm saying, they rock with me. So no matter where I'm at, I'm almost like a LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm with Miami, whether I'm here, whether I'm there, you know what I'm saying?
No fans coming
they gonna travel with you. You know what I'm saying? So
Blac Youngsta.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he replaced you?
Nah. He, you know what? You know what's crazy? We was actually around each other at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was around when he came in. Like, he had a dope song. Actually, he had a real dope song called Heavy that was popping in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, he was cool. So he came around. You know, and they finished their situation. But nah, I don't feel like he replaced me. He's just somebody that they added to the team.
Locally or industry. Artists, producers, cameramans, whatever.
Locally, I feel like I've worked with anybody that I've wanted to work with. I've worked with. It's like I'm into just building the city up in general. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm down to work with with anybody really.
What you normally charge for like a walkthrough or a show or something like that?
Email me at wavechapellemgmt@gmail.com.
Got you. Who's your top 5 Milwaukee artists, not including yourself right now?
Top 5 Milwaukee artists, not including myself. I'm going to go by what I listen to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to lie, I be in and out the city so much that I don't get a chance to hear everybody. So this is not my list. Who's the best? You know what I'm saying? This is just who I listen to. Ishdar, Webster X, Chicken, for sure, Munch Lauren, and... I'll get back to you on that.
You don't mess with the MT? The blue check. Has that been beneficial for you in your career?
It helps for the look. It looks good. It's a sexy thing. When people see your Instagram, you got a blue check, they're like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? It helps for clout. You know what I'm saying? However far clout can take you. It's like Bitcoin or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But I don't think that's what makes you get like a free video or something. I think you really gotta work to put yourself in a position where people want to work with you and stuff like that. But it look good. It's clout. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a couple DMs. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
What city and state do you feel most appreciated in?
Milwaukee every time. I just had a show 2 days prior to this interview, and it was crazy packed out. You know what I'm saying? People turned up. They came out. They showed love. And that's like that every time. Anytime I come here. So. Another city that's like that though is Memphis. Shout out Memphis. It's almost like my second home. It's damn near the same way. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I do an event or do anything in Memphis, you know, people show love. So.
Would you ever do any work with Dolph?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Dolph, my guy, man. Yeah. You know, it's crazy. Like Dolph was the first, like, I guess, big rapper that I met when I first moved to Memphis, because his DJ is my guy, like Rocksteady. When I first moved there, Rocksteady would show me around the city. The first show that I ever went to in Memphis was a Young Dolph show. And I met him, and he's like super cool, you know what I'm saying? So
I see you recently just moved to the West Coast, LA.
Yes, sir.
Why West Coast?
Cause it feels good. You know what I'm saying? No, I would say cause I never really got a chance to like be out there, you know what I'm saying, touch the West Coast, do music out in the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? So it was just an expansion type of thing.
What is your SoundCloud and Twitter and Instagram for people that don't know who you are?
Okay, so my SoundCloud is Wave Chapelle. Chapelle is Chapelle, not 2 P's, 1 P. You know what I'm saying? My Instagram is Real Wave Chapelle, so REAL Wave Chapelle. You know what I'm saying? 1 P. And my Twitter is Wave Chapelle as well. So yeah, everything else is Wave Chapelle. go to my Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, Wave Chapelle, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow me. If you do, screenshot it, send it to me. I'll make sure I follow you back, all that, man. But yeah, run that Spotify up and Apple Music, man, because, you know, like Jay-Z said, we trying to merrily eat off these streams. So I'm totally independent. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this joint on my own. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's still rocking with me. I got the project on the way. And yeah, man, the wave just gonna get bigger, man. It don't stop. The wave get bigger. The waves don't die. They just recreate themselves. So this is what you see right here. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
still here.
Man, we appreciate you having you on the show, man.
Already, man. No plays missed. You did. You know what I'm saying? 414. We in the building.
Yes.
Yeah.